Hello friends, myself Dr. Sachin Sarode. I welcome all of you. In this video, we will learn definition of relatively prime integers, some results on relatively prime integers and Euclid lemma. Firstly, we will see the definition of relatively prime integers. If you have any two integers a and b, not both of which are 0, then a and b are said to be relatively prime if the GCD of a and b is 1. See, if we have any two integer a and b, not both of which are 0. Why not both of which are 0? Already we have learned in GCD, definition of GCD, if both are 0, then we could not find the GCD of a and b. So we have to take not both of which are 0. And if the GCD of a and b is 1, then we say that a and b are relatively prime. What are the examples of relatively prime integers? See, GCD of 2 and 3 is 1, therefore 2 and 3 are relatively prime. Similarly, the GCD of 13 and 5 is also 1, therefore 5 and 13 are relatively prime. But GCD of 30 and 20 is 10, which is not equal to 1, therefore 20 and 30 are not relatively prime integers. Now we will learn characterization of relatively prime integers. This theorem gives the characterization of relatively prime integers. If you have two integers a and b, not both 0, then a and b are relatively prime if and only if there exist integer x and y such that 1 equal to ax plus by. What this theorem says, if you have two integers a and b, then a and b are relatively prime, then there exists an integer x and y such that ax plus by is equal to 1. And conversely, what is meaning of conversely? If there exists integer x and y such that ax plus by is equal to 1, then a and b are relatively prime. So we will prove one way. Suppose a and b are relatively prime. By definition, GCD of a and b is 1. We know we can write GCD of a and b as a linear combination of a and b. We have learned these results in the video greatest common divisor, and GCD of a and b as can be written as a linear combination of a and b. You can see these results in that video. So there exists an integer x and y such that GCD of a and b equal to 1, and we can write GCD of a and b as a ax plus by. Conversely, suppose that there exist integers x and y such that ax plus by is equal to 1, and let d equal to GCD of a and b. Since d is a GCD of a and b, d divides a and d divides b. We have learned a result. If d divides a and d divides b, then d divides ax plus by. In the video, greatest common divisor and greatest common divisor can be written as a linear combination of a and b. I have given the link of that video in description. You can see that video. Since d divides a and d divides b, we have d divides ax plus by. But ax plus by is what? 1. Therefore, d divides 1. d is the positive divisor of 1. So, what are the positive divisors of 1? 1 itself. Therefore, d must be 1. And therefore, GCD of a and b is what? D. And d is equal to what? 1. So, GCD of a and b is 1. So, by definition of relatively prime integers, a and b are relatively prime. Now, we will learn a result that is useful in competitive exam also. If you have integer a and b and the GCD of a and b is d, then the GCD of a by d and b by d is 1. What we have? We have GCD of a and b is d. Therefore, d divides a and d divides b, and so a by d is integer. Also, b by d is integer. Therefore, we can find the GCD of a by d and b by d. Also what we have, GCD of A and B is what? D. We have learned one result, GCD of A and B can be written as a linear combination of A and B. Therefore, there exist integer x and y such that D is what? GCD of A and B. Therefore, D is equal to AX plus BY. We will divide this equation by D. Therefore, we will get 1 is equal to A by D into X plus B by D into Y. With this equation and a theorem we have just learned, we can conclude that GCD of A by D and B by D is 1. We will see next result. If A divides C and B divides C with the GCD of A and B is 1, then AB divide C. What they have tell us, if A divides C and B divide C and GCD of AB is 1, then AB also divide C. So consider A divide C and B divide C. So we can find integers R and S such that C is equal to AR because A divide C and C is equal to BS because B divide C. What we have, GCD of AB is 1. Since the GCD of AB is 1, we can find the integers x and y such that GCD of AB is equal to 1 is equal to AX plus BY. Say this as equation number 1. Now we will multiply equation number 1 by C. Therefore, C into 1 is equal to C into AX plus BY. We will simplify this bracket. What we will get? C AX plus C BY. Now just listen here. C is what? We have C is equal to AR and C is equal to BS. So we have to choose appropriate values of C's. C here. Now C same as C equal to, now value of C we will take as a BS AX plus, now here this value of C we will take as a AR plus AR into BY. Therefore, this equal to AB SX plus AB RY. Now from this we will take AB as a common. Therefore, this is equal to AB into SX plus RY. Now SX plus RY is an integer and C equal to AB into SX plus RY. Therefore, this implies AB divide C. If we drop this condition, GCD of AB is equal to 1, then this results need not be true. That is, if GCD of AB is not equal to 1, then result is not true. See, take A is equal to 6, B is equal to 8 and C is equal to 24. We can see that 6 divides 24, 8 divides 24, but GCD of 6 and 8 is what? 2, which is not equal to 1, and moreover 6 into 8 does not divide 24. See here, A divides C, B divides C, but GCD of A and B is not equal to 1, then AB need not divide C. Now we will see Euclid's lemma. Euclid's lemma is very important lemma in number theory. What it says? If A divide BC with GCD of A and B is 1, then A divide C. See here, if we have A, B, C, 3 integers, and A divide BC, B into C, and GCD of A and B is 1, then A divide C. I illustrate with example. See, 2 divides 3 into 4, that is 12, and GCD of 2 and 3 is what? 1. This implies 2 divides 4. See the proof. What we have given? GCD of AB is 1. We have GCD of AB is 1. Therefore, there exists integer x and y such that GCD of AB is equal to 1 is equal to AX plus BY. Say this is as equation number 1. Multiply equation number 1 by C. Therefore, C into 1 is equal to C into AX plus BY. This is equal to ACX plus BCY. Now A divide AC, and already we have given A divide BC. Since A divide AC and A divide BC, we will get A divide ACX plus BCY. And what is ACX plus BCY? That is C. Therefore, A divide C. Thank you.